Dear all, I am Nagaland. I'm one of the 7 sisters of the Northeast. I'm bordered by my 3 sisters, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam and Manipur. People say that I am rich in primeval beauty. All my beauty lies within my many children. The Naga Hills rising from the Brahmaputra Valley in Assam to the southeast. I am a land of festivals and celebrations. A pageantry of color and a musical feast are used by all the tribes to celebrate their unique seasonal festivals. I have a total of 17 tribes: Angami, Ao, Chakasang, Chang, Kiamnyungan, Kuki, Konyak, Kachari, Lotha, Pom, Pochuri, Rengma, Sangtam, Tikir, Yimkiyung, Ziliang, and Sumi. I'm extremely elated with the coming of Christianity into Nagaland. As we celebrate 100 years of Christianity in Nagaland, it is also remarkable to mention 50 years of Catholic Church in Nagaland. They transformed Nagaland into a land of spirituality and educational excellence.
We thought we were among the Lothas, we were in the Angamis, and also others were in the Avo area. In other areas of Nagaland, already the Catholic faith was accepted by the people. But among the Semas, we are not gone through and we did not enter into. So it was thought we Salesians could think of opening a mission in the Sema area. They are not known as Seman today, they are known as Sumi tribe.
Especially it is Akuluto. It was in 1970, Don Bosco fathers, they came to this place. First time they came here and they built up the church, also they built up the school, and they were trying to cater to the spiritual needs of the people, and also they wanted to build up the Catholic Church. But then because of certain reasons, after 10 to 12 years, they left the place.
Unfortunately, we could not continue the mission among the Sumi tribe, Sumi community, because of maybe initial difficulties. We moved away from the Sumi community, and later we find the Capuchin fathers entering into this area. I am very happy that Capuchins entered this area and opened this mission, beautiful mission for the Sumi community in Nasami and in Akuluto area.
I am delighted to mention Franciscan Capuchins and their sincere ministry in Nagaland. They arrived with the overbearing goal of advancing the Catholic religion and helping the entire population to grow in spiritual well-being and social empowerment. Though they have many mission stations in Nagaland, I'm happy about their work in Akuluto.
It was only in 1996 the Capuchin fathers from Holy Trinity province Karnataka who desired to be in Nagaland, and that's how Father Michael came to know about it, and he introduced the places wherever they are working, especially in Akuluto, Teizo, Sataka, and many other places where they are working. All these places Father Michael introduced to the Capuchins, and he wanted that the Capuchins come to these places because they wanted to go to the other tribal regions. All these Teizo, Akuluto, and all these are Zunabutu district, all these are of Sumi regions, and they wanted to go to the other regions than the Sumi people, and that's how he wanted the Capuchins to be here. And it is first time Capuchins landed in 1996 in Lazami, and even now we are working. It's a big parish where even the Capuchins are rendering the spiritual needs of the people.
In the year 2003, we started the mission in Akuluto. We had put up a small school with the bamboo structure, and with that we started the school. And before we would start the school, we had prepared the members who would like to join to the Catholic faith, and in fact we had baptism there before we would begin the school, and we had a Catholic community in the year 2003. Since then, the Akuluto mission started, and I myself personally started to be the in charge of the place in the year 2010. From 2010 to 2013 I was there. Of course, it was a difficult times because the facilities that we have now were not there those years. The road conditions were very bad, and even some of the provisions were not available, and we had to come all over to Dimapur to collect the provisions and to take to the place, and it was really very hard times for us to carry out this mission. But of course, with the faith and of course with the support from our friars, we could carry on this mission in Akuluto.
In our delegation, Infant Jesus delegation, we have 6 centers, 2 in Manipur, Impal diocese, and 4 are in Kohima diocese in Nagaland. So this is and we have around 17 fathers are working in 6 different centers. And our main mission is in all the centers we have a small school and a small Catholic community, and then a hostel for the poor children.
Akuluto is one of my favorite grandchildren through Zunebuto. Akuluto has mesmerizing, high, calm and delightful mountains. Akuluto is home to the Suminagas, the warrior tribe of Nagaland. I'm happy and well pleased to find Akuluto growing up spiritually day by day with the help and support of Capuchin fathers. The Catholic Church in Akuluto stands as a powerful symbol of love and fraternity. The Catholic community in Akuluto thus witnesses Jesus in its day-to-day life.
Mr. Peter Lichamo went around Akuluto and collected around 70 names who wanted to become Catholics, and that's how he presented to the fathers, and fathers were very happy. And thereafter they began to come to Akuluto for the catechizing the people, to tell something about Catholicism and so on. And they were coming, and there is a little small ruined building in Akuluto where they were trying their best to give the faith, Catholic faith, to the people.
And seeing those atheist people very educated, coming out flying colors in competitive exam also, we feel very sorry. So we thought of bringing this Solution Father also, but we could not contact them. And by seeing our Capuchin fathers, they are very nice in religious plus education. So we approached Father Augustine. At the time, Father Augustine was parish priest in Atheism. So we request him, and from that only bring Catholic faith here in Nagaland.
Tati pra American church kuri kenaise. Aru inega kuri na Father Prem logoti kotha kuri na American church aru ekta bera laga bamboo laga church ekta banabole parise. Aru inega hoige na tati inega bamboo laga church thakise iti bi giri bole thakise. Ekdom purana hoige na. Aru inega hoige na aha time ti Father Stephen, our Father Royston, our Father Cyril. Isur Muram Brata itinjon ahigena American Communican Church na tagin ekdom mon dukti thagise. Aru tai tinjon ahigena American Community kan logote program kurgena. Tai tinjon aru American Community milaigena. Ita to ekdom bahal pra paka building banaigena ase church ita to. Aru ita to tai tinjon nimite American church pi ma bahal pra banabole parise. Aru Isur Murumbra, Aru Father Stephen to Aru Dibar Yetahina Base, Tai American community can Legana Ageti Jase, Aru Tai Bahata American Ectum Kuship Ayana.
তাই আমি খান কমিউনিটি খান কে সব ভাল পৰা মিল মিলাপ কৰি কিনে থাকে আছে আৰু আমি খান কমিউনিটি ভিতৰতে বি এতিয়াতো আমি খান একদম ভাল পৰা মিল মিলাপ কৰি কিনে থাকে আছে
2015 along with Father Royston, Father Cyril and with the help of the Catholic community as well as the benefactors, we thought of building a church because the church that wasn't in a good shape. It was a bamboo structure. That's why we thought of removing that bamboo structure and putting up the church that is standing right now. And a lot of people have worked hard for building up this church, especially the Catholic community. They went around to collect the amount. We also, the fathers went around, even went to the south in order to build this church. And there are several things that are brought in the church. There are way up the cross, beautifully depicted there. The pictures are there. They're all brought from Mangalore. We ourselves went there and nicely designed and brought it here. And also there is a tabernacle in the church. It is also brought from Kerala, quite a long way, and it is installed there. We gave publicity in the IG World in website, and that's how we collected a good amount of money to build the church. And today we have a wonderful church, and that was inaugurated in 2017. And today people are very happy, and they have a high regard for all of us because with all the difficulty the church was built, and they are very grateful for the work that is done. And in 2018, Father Cyril left this place. He went for higher studies to Philippines, and Father Royston also left the place, and I also went for my studies to Delhi. During this time, Father Isaac, who took up the mission, he is the one also put up auditorium for the students for the functions and so on. He put up, with all the struggle, he put up the auditorium, also put up the hostel, toilets for boys and girls, and several works, a lot of works were done by him. And during this time he was the delegate of Infant Jesus delegation. Actually Nagaland and Manipur, this is known as one delegation, and during that time he was a delegate, but even then he came here as a superior and he was trying his best to help out the people. In 2018 also Father Santosh joined him, and later on 2019 Father Johnson and Father James Furtado also joined him, and 2020 Father John Bosco came. They also worked for the betterment of the school as headmasters, as assistant headmasters. They contributed a lot for the society. And finally in 2022 again I came for the second time as there was a need, as was requested by the provincial. I came back, and on 29th July 2022 I took up this mission as a managing director of the institution.
Sometimes difficult like this because all our farmers, and being time making program like this time, not being time coming to church. That time I feel something, but this is nature, and they will never. Sometimes fail like this program making like this also, but they never fail with their spiritual way. So I'm looking to them and very happy to work our community in here.
And I'm very happy to stay here with the fathers, Capuchin fathers. They are very good to us, and I'm working with them. And I've been a catechism teacher since 2009 to 2012. And in between I took rest, and from 2022 till now I am a catechism teacher.
Isi impor phase ama kan sob dosra kam ki thakle bi church time ti tu thik church te ahi thake aro iman cooperation ami lokoti cooperation di ke na काम करबले पार्टी। भगवान ने हमको बहुत मदद किया, और हमको चर्च आदमी लोग और फादर लोग इतना है यहाँ में आके हमको मदद किया, और हमारा ये गांव का आदमी और सब आदमी हमको मदद करके हमारा बच्चा लोग चल रहा है। वो बड़ा वाला लड़का लड़की दोनों तो मैट्रिक पास हो करके अभी लड़का है वो ग्रैंडफादर का घर में बैठ के गाड़ी चला रहा है मैट्रिक पास करके, और अभी है वो हमारा लड़की सेकंड वाला लड़की है अभी सिस्टर कविचन हाउस में पढ़ रहा है।
फर्स्ट आमी खान तो सिटीम बस्ती करो बोले ग्रैंडफादर इनाशे और किवे है ताई डिवीजन पर ये तो बस्ती खोली से, तो बस्ती तो एक ता बस्ती माइग्रेशन करी ना खोली बोले टाइम की leather hobo lage itu pura duita gambra leather hoigena itu bosti kholishe inashe laga khandan tu itia amakan council chairman wekhe Peter tai khan boya ase ami khan kive laga khandan tu ami khan boya ase aro piche de ami khan baba ama khan iniga ahi jaigena ami khan ekta Christian hoi jaise ami khan Christian to le ekta aizito mission kogena tatibra Christian kurai jaise itu Christian kurapche to le itu kata kati itu khan tu sob chori jaise sob ishor ke jani ke na ai jaise iniga hoi gena ami khan eto ekta Christian kurgen thagise olebe ami to le 2004 April 10 pra ami Catholic hoi jaise Catholic hoi gena ami tatibra itia to Catholic hoi gena ahe ase ami ahadan Catholic community hapcheti ami khan father kiman ase sob ke dil milap tai khan community khan kinika duk ase ki ase sob bal kure sai digen ekdam mon khushi.
The Capuchin Fathers have greatly aided me through the school they have in Akuluto. They work day and night for my people's education. A unique institution, St. Clare School teaches students in practical life skills in addition to academics. The school honors the students' ethnicity and tribal festivals such as Tuluni and Ahuna.
Prem Lawrence was very much interested. He was the one who came 2003 and he was the one who put up a big building for the school. And as I heard from the father, systems, he was working very hard in this place. He himself, as though he was a priest, just like a worker, he was carrying the bricks, he was carrying the sand, and he was putting up the building. And the hard work that was put by him, and that was very much, even now people admire the work was done by father, and they highly appreciate the work was done by him. And it was 2010. He put up a big building, school building, that is even now it is there, which is now known as primary building, primary school, where from class LKG to class 6 we have the school. And from here the school education really began, and the contribution was done by the Swiss province. They generously donated some amount to build up this school, and that's how this school began.
And we are here especially to teach the students. And since 2007 onwards, we have begun this mission with the efforts of all the fathers, with the guidance of provincial minister, and under the leadership of the Diocese of Kohima, the bishop. And we are here imparting the knowledge to the students, especially the backward students and the students who are from faraway villages who cannot afford. So we are bringing them over here, keeping them in our hostels.
So during this time, Father Prem, while he was working in the school, he had no house for himself to stay somewhere. He was staying in Atais actually, and coming to Akuluto is quite far. He was coming by his vehicle, and sometimes he used to stay in Mr. Justin and Agoli, their family, in their house. He used to stay, sometimes to stay in the staff quarters. So he was struggling to go back, stay here and there. That's why he wanted that we have a presbytery or we have a house. That's why in 2009 he bought a wooden house. This is the wooden house. It was bought by him, and here this is the place where fathers stayed, and that's how they began to cater to the spiritual needs of the people. And 2011 Father Vincent took up this mission again. He was the one again put up new building near the old building that was the school building, and he also was working very hard for the people, for the betterment of the school. And during his time the number was growing up, the student number was growing up, and he wanted that one more school building should be there, because the classrooms are very small. There should be one more school building where many students can be accommodated. That's why, with the help of some benefactors, as well as from the support from the Holy Trinity Province Karnataka, for the provincial, for the Dolphy Pies, he initiated that we buy one more land, as how from Mr. Justin and Madam Agoli, from their land we bought some land for the sake of the school, and from then they began to make a road to that place because it is a hilly region. There was no road to this new land, and that he is the one who made the road to that land. And 2013, Father Cyril and Father Royston who came to this place, and Father Cyril is the one who built a new building, and today there is a mighty building standing which is known as St. Clare High School. And Father Cyril is the one who is an architect, I would say, who gave his best with all the difficulties, getting things here and there, and put up this building. And also he contributed, especially putting up the retention wall, and also building a ground for the primary section. Also he built a ground having a very strong retention wall, and thinking of the people. He worked very hard. And during this time, people also were very close to fathers, and also many students were also coming. And in 2015, myself, I came to this place. I was just ordained and I came to this place, and along with Father Royston, Father Cyril, I was very happy to work with these people.
As I said, I feel more comfortable here with my friends and teachers, and I enjoy the greenery here.
My dad wanted me to become a doctor. For that reason, I'm planning to study science and science stream.
After I pass the class, I would like to go to engineering college. It's located not so far away from here, but it's nearby engineering college, and I would like to pursue my diploma there.
As a teacher, what I want to say and what I want to contribute towards society is that, first of all, a good society cannot be born without a good student. So first, as a teacher, I would like to contribute to the society by molding the students in such a way that one day they can become the leader of the society and lead a very good society.
I am Nagaland. I can't say that I'm as clear as crystal and as perfect as a pearl. I too have my own difficulties. Good medical facilities and transportation amenities are still a far cry for the poor people. My roads are broken and left unattended for waterlogging. Exploitation of my natural resources, drugs, deforestation, and other disputes should be addressed as early as possible.
Helping them out spiritually. We also help out in Nagaland University, which is very close to Akuluto. It's around 15 to 20 minutes. And there are around 40 to 50 students, Catholic students. They are from different districts of this Nagaland state. They stayed there and they study. When it comes to them, in Nagaland, there are more than 22 dialects, 22 tribes, and that's how they speak in different ways. But then we go there and try our best to give them the spiritual ministry through the English language and help them out. And also we help them out by giving them the spiritual impulse through the seminars and so on. And when it comes to St. Clare Church, again, through the education, we have St. Clare School. There are more than 300 children studying, and most of them, almost most of them are Baptist children. But there is no distinction between Catholic or Baptist and so on. Nothing of that sort. We are one. We believe in the same God, and we are all Christians. That's what we think all about, and that's what all the people who are here we think, and that's what we try our best to give the best education. 1998 onwards we are here, and this was installed in 2003. And thereafter so many fathers have come. What is the purpose that we are coming from far away? Some are coming from south and here and there. We are coming here and working. The purpose is all about the children, those who are here, they must get the best education. Whatever the good things that we experience in faraway places, different states, they must also experience, because they don't go out because of the geographical condition, situation, financial situation, all that is a hurdle for them to go out. They don't get the best education. That's why we are coming here to give them the best education, and we are trying our best. And the biggest problem that we face in this place is all about the job opportunity. Most of them don't have this, and that's why we are trying to give good education so that they can go somewhere, they can have the best education.
with all of your support and blessings, I will definitely grow gloriously. Yours lovingly, your Nagaland.